Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another Webinar Wednesday. We're going to have Victoria presenting on Finolhu. If you have any questions throughout the session, if you want to pop those in the Q&A box, read those out at the end. But I'll let Victoria take it from here.
Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks, Ginger. That's great. I'm just going to share my screen. So hopefully you can all... Ginger, can I confirm you can see that okay?
Yes, all good.
Amazing. Good. So welcome, guys. So I'm here to give you a little bit of a whistle-stop tour of Finolhu in the Maldives. So just a bit of background. Finolhu is part of Seaside Collection. So we just had a recent rebrand name. So we're now known as Finolhu, a Seaside Collection resort. We are a 5-star luxury resort, and we are part of the Seaside Collection, like I mentioned before. So if you're familiar with Grand Hotel Residencia in Palm Beach in Gran Canaria, maybe Los Hamios in Lanzarote, or Riverside Luxury Cruises. We are all part of the Seaside family. So the standard that you receive with those brands is exactly what you get when you're staying with us on island in the beautiful Maldives. So what you're looking at the moment is actually an aerial shot of the actual island itself. I'll come on to our situation in a moment, but I just want to pop on a few key points why I have this image up. So one of the things one of our key USPs is our 2 kilometers of sandbank, which you can see jutting out from the island here. We are we're in Bar Atoll, so you can see predominantly we have, out of 125 villas, we have the most amazing number of water villa accommodation, both 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, and then at the end our Rockstar, which I'll come on to a bit later. And then we have 2 sides to the island. So we have our lagoon side, and then we have our open ocean side, and this is where you'll find our own house reef as well, which is accessible from the beach or via various drop-off points along the jetty here. So let's play you a quick island video, just a couple of minutes long. It just gives you a bit of a feel of the vibe on the island itself. So let me just hit the play button.
There's a place.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Times.
Hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it this time? When I played it before, it was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can hear it. I can't see the video.
Oh, right. Just bear me a second. Why has that not moved on then? Give me a moment. Sorry, guys, about this.
No worries. Sometimes, oh, that changed it. Perfect.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
There we go.
Oh no, it's not like sound for some reason.
So you can't see the video playing at all?
No.
Now that's very strange, because that played fine when we were prepping, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I don't know either. Let me scroll through. I just want to check you can see this. Can you see this next slide? Ginger?
No, nothing changed.
So why is that not changing?
Oh, no, it has like a bit of a lag, I think.
It's got lag. Okay, so you can see that. Welcome to Seaside Finolhu. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, apologies for the video, guys. I will share that with Ginger after, and maybe they can upload that into the send it to you after by a WeTransfer link, and then you can watch it.
Yes.
But so what we're all about at Finolhu, we are that tropical island paradise, but the atmosphere very playful. So I would say we are 5-star luxury. We are contemporary luxury, but with that playful twist. And what our key message is whatever happiness means to your guest or to yourself, if you're there, you will find it at Seaside Finolhu. We like to think that our experiences that guests have, we have a very high repeat guest booking ratio. We are very well known with Hummingbird. They support us amazingly. There's nothing they don't know about the island, so please do ask them questions if you have guests that are interested. But it's all very much about creating those memorable experiences and making sure that when that guest leaves the island, it's so magical, and it's the team that make that magic happen. So briefly touched on this when I showed you the island map, but we're located in the Bar Atoll, just a 35-minute seaplane transfer. Now, we are situated right at the bottom of Bar Atoll, so we're one of the first resorts that you will find. So chances are on the outbound, we will get there within 25 minutes, but coming back sometimes we may have to do a pickup. So seaplanes are operated by Transmaldivian. So if they have other pickups, then it might make it the 35 minutes. Another good thing for us is we're just located 30 minutes from Hanafura Bay. So if the guests want to see the mantas in manta season between May and October, we're a perfect spot, just a 30-minute speedboat. And on island, we have dive butler as well as our own marine biologist, so they can run trips out to Hanafura Bay as well. So the service that guests get when they book with Finolhu is seamless from the minute they arrive into Male. We have our own private lounge, so guests are met at the airport, they're checked in with TMA, and then they're taken by a private branded vehicle over to the seaplane terminal where we have a lounge on the 5th floor. So great views of the activity happening, and then guests can have a freshen up. We have showers, bathrooms, as well as having a snack while they're waiting for their seaplane transfer down to the island. So when it comes to accommodations, like I said, we have 125 villas. We have villas on the beach.
Victoria, it's not switching the slide again. I'm sorry. Don't know why.
I don't know why this is happening, so apologies. Can you see it now?
Yeah. I'm not sure why
it's not moving. Yeah. I mean, it's worked perfectly with every other presentation I've done, so this is like really strange, but
gosh. Maybe just click on.
We just have to keep doing what I've just done a minute ago to make it move forward,
Okay.
which is not ideal, admittedly, and I apologise for that, but I don't understand why it's not working. But who knows? But so, like I say, we have 125, which we have villas on the beach, and we also have villas over water. But let's start with on the beach first of all. So a lot of people would think that our beach villas are our entry-level category. They're not. Our entry-level category is over water and our lagoon villas, which we'll cover in a moment. But we have beach villas and we have beach pool villas. They're on the side of the lagoon. Then we have private pool villas, which is on the side of the open ocean. And then what we can also offer guests is interconnecting beach villas with pool, 2-bedroom beach villas with pool, and interconnecting 3-bedroom ocean beach villas with pool. So let me just talk about those in a little bit more detail so you understand how they will work. So the interconnecting beach villas with pool are situated on the lagoon side of the island, and they are one beach villa without a pool and one beach pool villa with a pool that connect. Can you see in this image we have these privacy walls? So within that privacy wall, we have a gateway, and then you have a little walkway between the two villas, and there'll be one with a pool, one without a pool. Now, a key point to remember with this, if you are traveling with a family that has small children and they want a 2-bedroom, do not book the interconnecting beach villas with pool, because it would mean that one of the adults and one of the children would have to be in each villa. Now, they're completely open to the lagoon, so they are open. So from a safety aspect, we would always recommend that you book a standalone 2-bedroom beach pool villa, which is situated on the open ocean side of the island, which I will come on to in a moment. Then we also have the interconnecting 3-bedroom ocean beach pool villa. That's situated on the open ocean side of the island. That is a 2-bedroom standalone beach pool villa with a pool and a 1-bedroom private pool villa with a pool. And I do have a video which I can share afterwards, which shows you exactly how that connects. Does anybody have any questions on that before we move forward, or did you want to save them to the end?
Doesn't look like we have any just yet.
Amazing. Okay. If you do, pop them in the chat and Ginger and I will cover them off at the end with you. So this gives you a bit of an idea of what they look like inside. So the island is very neutral in colour. It just have these little pops. So these are the beach villas. You can see there we have one with a pool, and then you can see from the interior. So a 1-bedroom will sleep up to 2 adults and 2 children up to the age of 12.99. As soon as they turn 13, they're classed as an adult and they can't go into the 1-bedroom. you would have to book a 2-bedroom. So what we have is this day bed, and then what we would do if it's a family of 4, we would put another roll-away full-size bed at the end of the bed, the main bed in the room, just so you know how they're set up. There is plenty of space. It will cater very well for a family of 4, providing they're under that 12.99. The bottom right picture is the 2-bedroom beach pool villa. Now this one is situated, so in the central area you have your lounge, and then off each side you have a separate bedroom. So if they are small children, they can go into the other bedroom, and then you have 2 bathrooms and also a cloakroom bathroom in the lounge area as well. These will actually sleep up to 6 adults, or 4 adults, 4 children. So they're a nice size if you've got those multi-generational travel families traveling together, and the grandparents are going, or you can book the 3-bedroom if you want that little bit more space. I'm not going to play this video. It hasn't moved forward, I'm assuming. Again, no. Let's move to Overwater. So the Overwater accommodation is made up of lagoon villas, ocean pool villas, and then the 2-bedroom water villas with pool. So on this side are our lagoon villas. So these don't have a pool, but they do have direct access to the ocean, much safer for smaller children. We will take children under the age of 12 in our water villas. We just get them to sign a disclaimer on the island. And then on the opposite side, you have the 1-bedroom ocean pool villas. Once again, they will also sleep up to 4, providing the children are under 13, so 12.99. If you do have the larger families, we have the 2 bedrooms. We have 7 units, so 4 overlooking the lagoon and 3 overlooking the open ocean. So we can cater for the larger families there as well. And then right at the very end are our 2 Rockstar villas. So people always ask me, what side is sunset, what side is sunrise? So the ocean pool villas, so these are the sunset side of the island, and the lagoon is the sunrise side of the island. So what do they look like inside? So this is the 1-bedroom ocean pool villa on the bottom. I keep forgetting I need to change the slides. Apologies. This bottom right image is the ocean pool villa. At the top right, you have the lagoon villa. So you can see there's no pool, but it has a very expansive deck. And just to the right here, behind where that wall is, you'll find the 2 day beds that you can see in this bottom image here. This is the internal, exactly the same layout inside in the bedroom area as we have in the beach villas. The bathrooms are slightly different, and I'm sure Ginger will share the link to the sales and marketing toolkit, or I can do it with you after, so you have all the villa videos, all the images, etc. that you need for the island. Then on the top left-hand side here, you'll notice there's a larger pool and another deck area. This is actually our 2-bedroom ocean pool villa. Okay, let's move on. So you heard me mention about the Rockstar villas. These are our 2-bedroom ocean pool villas. Now, the whole island, we are all butler. So even the guests that are staying in the lagoon villas right up to the Rockstar will all have their own butler. The main difference is the Rockstar villas, there's 2 of them, they have their own dedicated island butler. We call it a Ruhu service. They also have a much larger pool with direct ocean or lagoon. So they have the best of both worlds. They can actually access the ocean side and the lagoon side. And they also have their own Rockstar private buggy, which they can drive themselves. So these also, like I say, 2 bedrooms. So they will sleep up to 6 adults. So if you have a few couples traveling together and they want to book the Rockstar, but they want to try and keep the costs down, then that's a great option for them. Or same for the multi-generational families. It's perfect. Situated right at the end of the jetty. Now, if they don't want to drive their own buggy, they don't have to. The Ruhu will drive it for them, and they will be on call 24/7 for those guests. Let's start talking food. So we have our main restaurant and we have our 3 specialty restaurants. So our main restaurant is Beach Kitchen. Now this is all help serve yourself. It's all those cooking stations, and service station. You can see from the internal shot there, we have an internal area which is air conditioned, and then we have the outdoor cooking stations where you'll get your pizzas, your meat, your fish, and of a morning it's where you'll get all your smoothies, etc. for breakfast. Now, every night we have a different theme. So it could be Indian, it might be seafood, it could be Asian, and we will also have Maldivian nights there. Now you can see with that image there on the beach, that's where we'll have all of our entertainment. So the Maldivian dancers, the fire eaters, the acrobats, etc. And that's also where the start is to our 2-kilometer sandbank. So eating indoor or outdoor, guests can choose. Now, if guests are on half board or they book on a half board basis, this will be their main restaurant for breakfast and dinner. If guests are on all-inclusive, then they have the choice of beach kitchen. And if they're on all-inclusive premium, exactly the same. And then we move into the specialty restaurants. So Arabian Grill is our Middle Eastern and North African cuisines. It's probably a good time at this point to talk about the difference between the all-inclusive and the all-inclusive premium. So if guests book an all-inclusive, when it comes to the restaurants, they can have one visit per stay, providing they're on the island for a minimum of 5 nights, to Arabian Grill, Canasan and Crab Shack, which I'll come on to in a moment. If they're staying all-inclusive, if they want to then go for subsequent visits, they will get a $50 credit per adult, $25 credit per child to those specialty restaurants. Whereas if they go all-inclusive premium, it's almost like a dine around. Providing the restaurant's open and they can get a reservation, then they can go there as many times as they would like. Okay, let's move on to Canasan and Crab Shack. So Canasan is our Asian restaurant. It's Overwater. It is literally indoor, outdoor seating, so they can sit around the outside on the terrace and eat, or if they prefer to be in the air-conditioned environment, they can sit inside. So it's that modern Japanese and Asian cuisine. Think your dim sum, think your noodles, think your sushi. You'll get all that type of cuisine in this restaurant. We have won several awards. It's also got the most amazing cocktail bar. So even if guests aren't dining here, it's a great place to come and have a pre-dinner aperitif as well before they go on to their dining venue of choice. Let's move on to Crab Shack. So Crab Shack is another one of our key USPs. It's set halfway along or 3/4 away along the actual sandbank itself. It is where we have our Friday night legendary white parties, where we bring all the entertainment out there. All the senior team are out there mixing with the guests. They have the DJ out there in the DJ booth, spinning all the really hip and trendy sounds, and they can enjoy a lovely dinner while they're out there as well. The guests can get here by walking on the sandbank, or we operate a Donny service when Crab Shack's open. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes to get across, so it's an option for the guest as well. It's also open subject to availability, and depends how busy we are on the island. We'll open it for some lunches as well, but generally as a rule of an evening, unless we're at high occupancy, it will just be open on a Friday for the white night party. And same again, if guests are on all-inclusive premium, they can go here as many times as they would like to. But, if you think lobster rolls, if you think poke bowls, if you think lobster, big prawns, etc., you won't be disappointed. And, we have rave reviews to Crab Shack with guests when they stay with us. So what else do we have on the island? So we also have a milk lab. If guests are on all-inclusive premium, this is actually included as well. So where we do all our frozen yogurts, frozen custards, ice creams. They can buy the souvenir items there, and we offer pastries. It's air-conditioned inside, or we have a lovely outdoor seating area as well. Then we have a 2-story beach club and beach bar where we have the majority of our evening entertainment. And you can see from where those sunbeds are laid out there, it's the start of the sandbank, and just to the right there, that's where beach kitchen is. And then on the upper level, we have our shisha lounge, if guests wish to partake in that as well. So we have our own spa on board on the island, the Fehi Spa. So 10 treatment rooms. We have couple rooms. We have obviously single rooms as well. We ensure that all the sauna steam rooms are separate, male and female. And then just to the right of where our spa is, we also have our yoga pavilion. So we have the aerial yoga. I won't go into too much detail. We do have our signature treatments, but I'd like to cover a bit more in a bit more detail with you on subsequent slides, but we will share all the price lists. But it's a good idea to mention while I'm here as well, we have our own app called Finolhu Atoll, which is available on the App Store and on Google Play Store. It's a free app to download. It's almost like having your mini Bible in your hands. You can look at menus, you can look at meal plans, you can look at island maps, all the spa treatments, all the water sports as well. It's all viewable on there. So if you do have a couple of spare minutes and space on your phone, I highly recommend that you download that as well. Just called Finolhu Atoll. So when it comes to water sports and marine excursions, like I said earlier, we're quite close to Hanafuru Bay, so that's one of our prize excursions that we do. But we also have things like dolphin discoveries, turtle discoveries. We do all the paddy certification as well on the island with our marine biologists. We're just about to do in September, actually, it's just about to come out in one of our, it's gone in the newsletter, but we're going to do a press release. Over the last couple of years, our marine biologist has been growing over 2,000 pieces of coral on our coral trees, and they are just about to be replanted into our reef, so that's really exciting for us as well. But we also do night diving, scuba diving, day diving, anything that guests would like to do in the Maldives, we have that available to our guests. When it moves on to the water sports, we have motorized, non-motorized, we have kayaks, we have complimentary trips out to the reef as well, where you'll go out with a marine biologist and visit the reef from the beach or the drop-off points along the jetty. We have all the, I can't think what they're called now, but underwater little handheld submarines to get them underneath. We've got a big underwater submarine. We've got it's gone out of my mind. I can't think, where they stand on it and it literally raises them out of the water with jets of water. We can do obviously water skiing there as well, and you'll find all the information on the app, and I will share it with you after as well. So there's something on the island for everybody, whether they want to go to the gym, whether they want to go to the spa, whether they want to do the water sports or the excursions. We are really an island that's suitable for everybody, from families to couples, and I mean couples of all ages as well. Foodies, you know, those that like to do more along the racket sports, which I'll come on to in a moment. You know, there's something for everybody on Finolhu. So I've talked about coral planting. Let's talk a little bit about destination dining. So destination dining, we have this is called 5 Degrees North that you're looking at the moment. So this is situated in the middle of the lagoon. It's an evening experience, and we will bring out a chef and a DJ. So if you've got guests out there maybe having a blessing and they've got a small group and they want to do something really different for their wedding dinner, you know, this is perfect. We'll do a barbecue over the side. We'll work with a guest on their menu, and this is just something really nice to do. Another thing we have as well is our beach bubble, which is here. So this is becoming increasingly popular because it's the only place you can do it in the Maldives at the moment. It's very private. You can see from its positioning here, these are the lagoon villas that you can see opposite. And so you can see it's facing out the opposite side of the island, so it's not overlooked at all. And we're finding it increasingly popular for proposals as well. So if you've got any guests that want to go out and do something really different for their proposals, this is perfect. We are located on it's located at the end of the sandbank. So we are just in the process of launching a new island, which is just slightly further on from here, but even that island doesn't overlook the beach bubble, and we call it the Dream Eclipse Experience. So it's around $1,500 plus, and guests will go out the night before. They will have a sunset beach barbecue. They will stay overnight in the bubble. They will get up in the morning early and have a sunrise breakfast, and then they'll be escorted back to the island. But please do bear this in mind if your guests say they want to do something really different, because not only can they experience Finolhu, they can also have this experience as well. So let's talk other sports on the island. So we have an indoor golf studio. This golf studio allows guests to hire it out privately, or they can have a lesson with the golf pro that we have on the island. We provide all the clubs. We can provide refreshments in there if there's a couple of gentlemen, women that want to do it together with the pro, and they can play all these simulators courses around the world. We then have the fitness and yoga, which speaks for itself, and then tennis and multi-court. So we've just actually resurfaced our tennis court, so it's now of the same standard surface as what they use in the Australian Open. So same again, we have all tennis coaches here as well. And then new for 2025, we've opened our brand new paddle tennis court. So, you know, paddle, pickle is so popular at the minute, so guests won't miss out if they decide to come and stay with us. So when it comes to children, we have our Oceaneers Club. So this is from the ages of 4 to 12. So we like to think of it as edutainment. So guests can leave their children with us between those ages. If there are any children that are younger, we offer a babysitting service, which is $30 plus per hour per child. So if you do find that guests have got that situation where they've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, they can hire the services of the babysitter on island, and then they can take them into the Oceaneers Club, or the parents can take them in if they prefer, but they just can't go in unsupervised if they're under the age of 4. So when I say edutainment, we might take them to the art studio to do some creative work. We might take them and show them how to make a Maldivian curry with the chefs, you know, as well as all the other play activities. So it's really about learning through play, which we're very proud of. So what's new to the island for 2025? Well, apart from paddle, we also have our brand new Teens Hut. So our Teens Hut is for 12 to 17-year-olds. You can see the bottom right image here. It's a 2-story area. It's where we have all the multi-courts, so it's set away from the main part of the island, although it's easy accessible. And this is where guests their teenagers can go and really enjoy their own holiday. So they have their own chill out area downstairs, big TVs, all the virtual reality, all the PlayStations, you know, they've got snooker pool tables there as well, and then they've got their own bar where they can do their own mocktail making classes. And then upstairs is where we have all our music equipment, where we have another chilled out vibe area. They can just relax and do their own thing. And then if they want to use any of the music equipment, like the drum kits, the guitars, it's all silent, so they have to wear headphones to hear it. So there's the disturbance is kept to a minimum. Can't say when they're having the silent disco, when they're all singing away, that guests won't hear them if they're in walking around, but ultimately we try to keep it as silent as possible. The other new thing for 2025 is that we enhanced and recreated a brand new art studio. It used to be tacked onto the side of Oceaneers, but we've now left that just for the small children to use. And we have this purpose-built art studio, and we have a resident artist. So guests can do the things like painting here, decorating coconut shells, glass art. We do a whole range of activities here, and we'll also bring the children over as well from the clubs and the teens to engage with them as well with some of their activities in the art studio. So we're very proud of that, and it is going down extremely well with guests. And that, my lovelies, is everything about Finolhu. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then if there's any questions, then we can obviously answer them for you now. Ginger, over to you. I don't think we've got any questions, have we?
Thanks so much for that presentation. I'm not seeing any questions.
How it worked with it, and I know that's going to really muck up your YouTube. So what I'm going to do after is record another one and send it to you.
Okay. Oh, actually, it looks like we have one question. Is there anything planned for Christmas yet?
Yes, we've just actually finalised our festive brochure. That I have a digital version which I can share with you, Ginger, and then you can share that after the call, along with the link to the sales and marketing toolkit.
Yeah, awesome. All right, cool. Well, thank you so much
for
the technical difficulties, but it's part of what happens. Thank you to everyone for joining. As always, we'll have this recorded and up on YouTube, like we said. So feel free to share that with anybody who missed it, or go back and read whatever we talked about. And
I've recorded another one so you don't have the disjointedness, if that makes sense. So it'd be easy for the guys to watch. And I'm heading out on the road literally within the next half an hour for the rest of the week, but I'm back home Friday, so I've recorded them for you and sent.
Okay, sounds good. And we'll send a follow-up email with all the relevant collateral that you need. But thank you for joining us. Join us next week for Webinar Wednesday. And have a good day.
Thanks, Ginger. Bye now.
Bye.